Hey, thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Fuck's the deal? This punk ass holiday that people give a fuck about. That I can give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? If I gave a fuck, I'd be somebody that don't do what I do. Thank y'all for tuning in, though. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to check out my Teespring. Let me split the screen. So, today we talking about goddamn Otay 3.0 with Eddie Murphy, motherfucking ass, on Saturday Night Live and Sideshow Bob. This is the Buckwheat and Sideshow Bob show. Let me get to the chin at, see what's jumping. Okay, people still decking the halls, I see. That's what it is. Let me do y'all. So, I want to address a couple things, y'all. So something hit the current events this week. Was really a wildfire in media. And it was Eddie Murphy when he took his ass on SNL for their last episode of the year. And anybody who jumps into the chat at some point, I might need y'all context on some things because I was like really, really young when he originally did some of these skits and characters and shit. Like, I'm only recently getting caught up on his 80s work, right? Like, his early 80s work. I was a baby, basically. I didn't know shit about shit. But what hit the waves was a monologue that he did about Bill Cosby. The monologue was like, man, if you would have told me how many years ago that I would have been a boring stay-at-home dad and Bill Cosby would have been in jail, I'd have took that bet. And he's like, who's America's dad now? Like doing a Bill Cosby impersonation, right? So, some people was mad about it. Some people was trying to, play it in a different light or whatever. And outside of the clout chasing crowd that was bigging Eddie up about it, because people was on social media, trying to basically play defense for Eddie. So in that, it's a lot of clicks and retweets and reshares and a lot of just, you cover ground in the get quick popularity game when you just jump on the everybody dick riding some shit or whatever. When you don't have an unpopular sentiment about some shit. So an unpopular idea, I guess, shit, Damn, I think a few people caught what Eddie did as being a little bit of homemade shit, right? That's what I'm thinking. It was a little homemade. Because in my mind, like, man, you can't talk about Cosby being in jail if you don't talk about the white supremacist money grab and all the other shit going on around his estate. The conditions that attended him being railroaded into a cell. That's what I say. I say, let's not take that shit for granted. I mean, he got companies that want his money. You got white chicks that was on board to help grab his money. We don't know if he even fuck with these chicks on any level or not. It's just their word. Their word and no evidence type shit, right? In my opinion, I always say, to me, it looked like they arranged a railroading to get this man's land, at his home or whatever. I think this is my ideation because, he has this estate out in Massachusetts that one of these major companies that's been trying to, survey around and dig around. It's like his house and then a bunch of others. It's like about 400 different houses in this general area that they're trying to proposition. And these people are not giving over their land rights or whatever. They're not letting these people, dig up their house area and dig up their yard. They're not letting them do it. Cosby is just one of about 400. His estate, him and Camille. But his house is like positioned, from what I've been able to understand. I'm not out there, but his house is positioned like in a place where they're trying to use his bottom part of his driveway as like a jump off point to start surveying. They want to basically build a road where his driveway is at, start surveying some shit. So I'm looking at all that shit. I'm like, all right, Eddie, all right, dog. I think it's a bigger picture. You understand? I think that they arranged the railroading to get this man's land. That included white bitches and their white lawyers and white media all collaborating on this shit. So I don't think that adding Kendall to the he raped unwilling, unsuspecting white bitches, so now he's not America's dad no more, now he in jail. I don't think a black man, Eddie, adding any Kendall to that story is respectable. When we pretty much know this shit there's a larger backstory to it that is not being told, and from all indications it speaks to white supremacy and white supremacist cohesion. The shit they do when they try to railroad a black person. So, me, I don't respect going in and even implying, going in on this shit and even trying to imply that that little put up story has any merit or should go without scrutiny while you bringing up Bill's situation. You understand? That's kind of slacking in your macking, Eddie. What up, the black boy? What's good, Miss Lady? I refuse to watch the Eddie Murphy monologue or related clips. Interested to hear your take. Yo, watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it, Mickey. For real. Watch it. Like, I didn't want to watch it. I was like, man, what is his own was this shit? I say, you know what? Everybody talking about it. Let me just see what it is and see what it ain't and have my own mind about it, right? Go watch it, Mickey. I'm telling you, you'll form your thoughts around it. You'll think what you think about it. You know what I'm saying? I stomached it. I stomached it, and I stomached a few other. Like, I had to go through a little bit of Saturday Night Live history, certain histories that I wasn't, like, I was alive, but I wasn't old enough to watch it. I wasn't old enough to know none of this shit. So I had to look back on a few things, like, okay, this is what he was doing. That's why I call this shit Old Tay 3.0 in the, oh, you can't see it, it ain't up. I'll pull it up in my ticker. Old Tay 3.0. The first Old Tay was the real Buckwheat. The second Old Tay was this motherfucker. Eddie Murphy on the old Saturday Night Live when he first came on Saturday Night Live, and then this is some new shit. He really doing this. Old Tay 3.0 shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this, like, for all the black folk, I'll put this to y'all. All the black folk out there participating in this, yeah. Yeah, alright, yeah, I feel you don't want to be mad tonight. I got you. Yeah, word. Alright. Saying everybody trying to be in the Christmas spirit. If you a blood, you trying to be in the Christmas spirit. I get it. Everybody in their little zone with it. Trying to be merry. I get it. Everybody doing it. What's going on, big brother Richard Ray? What's happening? What's the business? Everything good? Everything good? Everybody tight right tonight? Good. My point I want to say for like all the black folk, anybody black that's participating in this shit, anybody black that got it on their mind to be, repiling in on Bill type shit, all you niggas, all these coons that's on that Bill Cosby, yeah, Bill Cosby, yeah, they're starting that again. It's like, I just want to say, you a bojangling ass nigga, stay your black ass out of it. Shouldn't be no black people commenting bad about Bill Cosby behind Eddie's comments. You know what I mean? Let me do this. Let me do this. I know it's gonna make you mad. I know it's gonna make you mad, Mickey. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. This is what he was up there doing. Yo, Mickey, this was what he was up there doing. This type of shit. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You had Jamila Lemieux. She was cloud chasing, trying to pile in on Bill. You know, we don't trust Jamila Lemieux. Her whole thing is, you know, we don't even know if she's black. We think she's white. I would say she's white because her daddy, he was the dude that played in the spook that sat by the door, 1969. Then after he did the movie, the motherfucker, he was supposed to be some Black Panther. Then he joined the Chicago police force, and then that same year, Mark Clark and Fred Hampton got killed. And this dude look white as hell. So Jamila Lemieux, her palling in on it. I look at who palling in on motherfuckers and be like, okay, yeah, this probably some shit that the average dignified black person with dignity and pride shouldn't be palling in on. If somebody like a Jamila Lemieux is palling in on this shit, she don't count in her opinion, in my opinion, with her opinion, right? Because she's not even ground state black American. You had Lonnie Love, Jumbo Jack Diet having ass trying to say, well, Bill, he went in on Eddie years ago. So this just him getting them back. All this shit, right? But she don't really count to me neither, because she got a white man. So, of course, she's not going to be of the practice to even draw a line between, all right, there's some shit going on, and I'm in front of mixed company, and then, okay, there's some shit going on, and I'm in front of dearest family, friends, my people type shit. When you talking about some shit, right? She's not going to have that kind of line drawn. That's a big problem with you interracial loving Negroes. You swirlers, you bad winches, you bad bucks, you winch broken, you buck broken. Y'all. I know I got a few of y'all interracial loving swirling Negroes on my channel. What up to y'all niggas? But the basic requirement of being one of y'all is you gotta lose all faculty that tells you to draw a line between mixed company and then people that is, nigga, this is family business type shit. Right? Every other group do it. Every other group, all the countries in Africa, all the Euro blacks, Armenians, Latinx, LGBT, they keep a tight lip on their affairs. You gotta know where to go to get the dirt on them. They ain't not gonna have their dirt just all willy-nilly for everybody to access and wade in. That's how I go. Like, you know, you don't want it hard to find out certain things within a community. Like if somebody a piece of shit in the community, like a pastor raping somebody's kid, like you don't want that under wraps by no stretch. But within mixed company, these other groups, they run a check on theirs. They be like, hey, look, don't be talking that shit in front of them. There's a line between you. That's them over there. Don't, you know what I mean? That's inside business or whatever. It stays within our bounds, our lineage, period. It's like they draw a line. But Eddie, like motherfucker on Living Color, Eddie. When the dude play, what was it, Keenan was doing Arsenio, talking about Eddie, you know what I mean? It's like you making a real example of somebody who don't got a sense of understanding that the line between mixed company and these your people type shit. Dude basically initiated his comeback shitting on somebody that white America didn't like. This is basically his comeback. from what I can tell. The Dolomite shit, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Just because he allegedly, we don't know, just because he allegedly supposed to have an issue with the dude. And even if he did, I'll say that's still fucked up. Like, me, I wouldn't wish jail on my worst enemy. I don't give a fuck. So I don't care if it's my worst enemy. I'm not going to get on a platform that reaches a whole worldwide white audience and make jail jokes about a nigga. I don't know if that's too smart, Eddie. And Saturday Night Live's audience, you know, from what I can tell, at least from my generation of being able to watch it and understand it, it's like, I think this is largely the closeted white supremacist liberal group of white people. They find that anti-black humoring entertaining. Let's not skip that fact as far as who he playing to, who his audience is, right? They got a whole host of offensive things about black folk that they presented. Saturday Night Live. Lorne Michaels. It's like been a staple of their show since the 80s. So as as the black boy brought up, it's like she didn't want to watch it. I'm just thinking about some of the older shit they did. You know what I'm saying? About some of the older shit they did. Some shit going back to the 80s. They've been poking fun at Ground State Black America. It's been a thing, basically. Worker boy, what's up, Miss Lady? Good seeing you. It's good. Just sitting up talking about Eddie Murphy. How he shouldn't get on a platform that reaches that closeted white supremacist liberal crowd doing shit like what he did. Going in on Bill Cosby, trying to take jail jabs at a nigga. Jail jabs. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they did that. Man, what did he do, man? He had the Mr. Robinson's neighborhood shit. Man, I was like about a year old or so when they did that shit. I don't see. This is the one they put up. I'm gonna put up a GIF real quick. So this is the new one they had going on. The new Mr. Robinson's neighborhood. You know what I mean? What did y'all think? For those that are of a age bracket where y'all was old enough to remember the first Mr. Robinson's neighborhood and shit like that, I was like about 2 or 3 or some shit like that, or 1. I was about 1. I was a child, a baby. I didn't know shit. What did y'all think about that as it jumped? Like, you know what I'm saying? When it was happening, you know what I mean? For those that was alive when it was happening, because I watched a few of them and I was like, man, what the fuck? The older ones was horrible. Like, the older ones, they kind of like almost stomach turning horrible. It's like just stereotype after stereotype. Okay, so you talking about stereotypes, right? They running stereotype after stereotype of fucked up shit about black people shit, right? That's the old Mr. Robinson shit. You know what I mean? Richard Ray say Gumby. Worker Bar say I didn't watch it because I know the bullshit SNL be pulling. Watch it, Worker Bar, watch it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Fight it. Sit through it and watch that shit. Just fight it and watch that shit. Just so you can have a lens on it. Just to have a vantage. Watch that shit. Just fight it. Sit through it. Step brother. What's up, step brother? Damn, I ain't seen you in months, bro. Where the hell you been? Step brother say it's the image that the fake Hebrews wish to portray. All right, okay. That's your game. Spit your game. Talk your shit. Grab your gat. Call your click. Squeeze your clip. Hit the right one. We hear that, man. Yeah, we hear that, bro. What's going on? Good seeing you, step brother. Been a minute, man. Damn, been a minute. But yeah, like on the old one, it was buckwheat ass looking shit. You know what I'm saying? I watched a few of them like, oh, okay, that's what you niggas doing. What y'all got going on? You know what I mean? That's what's up, Eddie. You buckwheat. You buckwheat, dog. He did that shit on the new one too. The little. Like, alright, that's what you doing? Alright, homie. Damn, dog. Damn, dog. But he joked about gentrification on this, which is no laughing matter. That's no laughing matter. These motherfuckers are slum clearing black neighborhoods with no exchange of resources with the original inhabitants of the community. That's not some shit we going for. Right? And by the way, HR 4999, look, we still got some days to get it on Trump's Tax Act to police his opportunity zones provisions. Y'all call y'all's representatives over this week. Do that. Call your representatives over this week. Y'all got until Tuesday. Tuesday is the last day of this month to make sure that it's on the slate for 2020. We can do it. We can do it. Everybody get on that shit. Jim Clyburn, he made up his little edits to the shit. That's cool. His edits was alright. You know what I mean? But alright. But we want this to go. We want this HR 4999 to go. But what else, man? They did a racist skit about Starbucks way back. Not way back, more recently. It's like a recent Starbucks skit. If you want to call when the Starbucks shit popped off recent. Or like way back, you know what I mean? That seems pretty right now. It's a few years back. That ain't long. Saturday Night Live, they do a lot of fucky shit. They had Kevin Hart in a dress. Y'all remember that? He was in drag. The whole emasculating black men thing, they down for that. That's something I take hard offense to. Hard offense to black men in dresses. That ain't what we do. That's some slavery shit. If you know how they used to dress black boys on the plantation, they would have them in long shirts that look like slips, like lady slips. Summer through the winter time with no drawers type shit. That type of shit. That's plantation shit. When I see a man in a dress, I be like, damn, that's what y'all niggas doing? That's what y'all niggas doing, huh? But back to my point. Back to my point about Eddie. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to check out Teespring. That shit full of hot fire. Dylan, niggas. Fuck with your boy. But on Eddie, man, I don't think it shows smarts to use a platform like SNL. Pick somebody black who white supremacist society just imprisoned behind a white supremacist railroading by all indications. Pick somebody that they don't like and then go on TV and go in on them on that kind of mixed company stage. You see what I'm saying? That's the code. That's the code to me, man, because you're just feeding the psychology of blacks cut each other's throat, blacks we undercut each other, all that shit. And it makes white folk get that impression, oh, them niggas, they still ain't unified. We can still use one of them niggas to undercut another nigga, all that type of shit. I don't want that. I don't want that mentality to be frothed up in their ass. They have a problem with boundary blindness and respect. They got boundary blindness and respect issues anyway. I don't want to kindle none of that in them. They got the low cerebral spinal fluid, so that prones them to addiction. They're already addicted to a lot of fuck shit anyway. I don't want to play up nothing that trigger one of their little relapses into doing fuck shit. So Eddie was not on his P's and Q's with that. Whatever the discussion in the past this man had with Bill Cosby, man, let that shit go, Eddie. If you out there listening, Eddie, yo, let that shit go, dog. You wasn't about to get paid no more or no less if you did not bring up Cosby. Stop showing out for white people, Eddie. I would have came out dissing SNL for all their little racist skits over all the years. That's what I would have done. That would have been groundbreaking, in my opinion. That would have been the shit to me. Alright? Like Dave Chappelle. What Dave Chappelle do on his comeback? He came back, he went in on the hypocrisy of the LGBT community. He did shit like that. That was groundbreaking, right? Keep that shit groundbreaking, man. You are a senior member of the comedy world, man. Don't squander your seniority on this shit. That's some garbage shit. I'm saying? I know it takes more energy to make a joke about white mommy and daddy, but nigga, the rewards is well worth it. It's a low-hanging fruit to jump on black people. America is built on bottom casting, bottoming out, downcasting, bankrupting black people. So it's not to kind of wade in that pool after all this success you done had, right? All this success you done had, you gonna wade in that kind of pool. That's like you reaching for a low-hanging fruit to jab at niggas. You know what I'm saying? Nigga. So I don't get it, Eddie. You supposed to be a giant, nigga. You supposed to be the comedy giant, nigga. What you doing? That's some fuck shit. That's some fuck shit. Oh, Black Man 903. What up, man? Yo, Black Man 903 say Kevin should have said no to the dress. Yeah. Grown ass man playing games. It ain't no love. They still raked his ass over the coals after they pulled up that shit in 2010 where he went in on his, just making a hypothetical. If my son ever found out my son was gay, I would do all this, do all that. They still found a way to rake his ass over the coals. That motherfucker, you can't put on enough dresses to appease their appetite for fuckery. The appetite for fuckery in white supremacist society. They're going to look to you and see you as something to feed off of when you wear your little punk ass dress. They're like, oh, you wearing a dress, nigga? Oh, it ain't gonna stop us from raking you over the coals at will, nigga. I saw Dr. Lily in the chat on some early comments. Dr. Lily say, hey, P, I didn't watch it and only saw the family dinner skit. I'm trying to watch the rest of them. I went through a bunch of them today. Not even that group of stellar comedians could save that trash show. They did a lot of cornballery. A lot of cornball behavior. Anyway, another thing I want to talk about. I know y'all have seen this individual before. Have y'all seen this person recently? Nikole Hannah-Jones, a.k.a. Sideshow Bob. You know what I mean? Like when Lisa and Bart Simpson see this motherfucker Sideshow Bob every time, it's always, Sideshow Bob. That's what I think when I see Nikole Hannah-Jones, the Sideshow Bob clown. The clown rat is what I call her. A fat clown rat, I believe is what I said when I did my post on her. Can't remember. But yeah. So, she's been going on her little press runs this month. And from what I can tell, this is my submission. I'm going to put on my P. Stradamus hat right now. I'm willing to bet, in my analysis, I'm thinking that her career as the black slavery topic ambassador I think that shit about to meet some fire that she can't fuck with on her own. Without the help and support of black society. Something I got to thinking about. And I was like, hold up, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. And we know that she's a genius and everybody's ignorant. And we saw her push us all the way after she did her 1619 project shit. She's already had a hard time with ground state black America calling out her fuckery behaviors and her fucky behaviors that she do. So she's kind of at a distance from us, right? We dealing with that with her, right? She did that 1619 shit, propping up Lil Nas X, no Malcolm X. Y'all remember she went in on the Breakfast Club sitting up talking about we shouldn't use terms like slave. We shouldn't use terms like slave owners. We should call plantations forced labor camps. Y'all remember that goofy dumb shit? That dumbo shit she was talking? Innocent, she said the Indians' genocide is worse than black people. It was worse than slavery. Alright? All this shit. Just so y'all can remember why we don't like this chick, right? And on social media, like I said, she was blocking everybody. Everybody who didn't call her a genius and call her 1619 Project a genius, like White Supremacist Society was calling her, she was on that shit. But she was still running with this lie after she dropped her 1619 project. This was in August. After she dropped this 1619 project, okay, I got updates popping on. Let me correct these audio here so y'all don't have to hear the updates. There we go. Y'all remember she dropped that 1619 in August. Then she was like, yeah, well, you know, everybody mad that we're not doing this about reparations like that. Like right now, we're not cashing in on that momentum. We got mad at her for not cashing on that momentum. And she was like, you know, in a couple months though, New York Times is finna do a second 1619 project about reparations. And that was in August. So it's the end of the year. And they said, hey, fuck you, you black chick. You on your own with that reparation shit. That's what her beloved New York Times, I done made it. I made it. We done made it. Because I got a job. All this shit she was talking. She done made it because she got a job. But they ain't even honoring their request or her positive request to them to do this follow-up to her project. So she's in a delusion about her relationship to them people at New York Times. I'm just saying. They ain't really fucking with her on that shit, right? That's one point. But dig this. About her press runs she been going on. She run these little PR campaigns or whatever. She was on The View, say, a couple days back. Couple days back on The View. She's been doing all these various little drops here and there or whatever. And about a week and some change ago, she came to Houston, out here in Texas, doing something called the Emancipation Celebration. Let me show y'all how White Supremacist Society is planning on deading her little time in the sun, so y'all can know. She did this Emancipation Celebration thing maybe about a week or so back. I think it was like the 11th where she came out here. She did this little event, right? It's meant to cover, I guess, different topics. Racial injustice, I think, is like one of the main topics. And she went up there talking about 1619 Project. And it's basically just a bunch of black women getting together talking about, you know, things like racism and I'm assuming whatever the fuck else. And if y'all haven't been paying attention to her career for the past couple months, exactly for the past couple months, early November they started kicking this dust up about her that, you know, we're seeing a lot of socialist branded entities. It's important that I'm saying that. A lot of socialist branded entities are jumping on this chick. Right? And they're dissing her for doing this. They've been dissing her for some months. And they're dissing her for doing this particular thing with Shell, right? Now, we saw this black socialist behavior pop up this year. Y'all know I jumped on their little goofball behinds. I laid they shit flat. We saw a majority white group called Democratic Socialists. They popped up this year. I also addressed them a little bit. They've been dissing reparations. These are groups that have been dissing reparations, these socialist groups, right? And she just happened to get caught up in the whirlwind of it. And this same band of socialist people, socialist-minded people, they're jumping at Hannah Nikole for her work with Shell Gas, in doing this emancipation celebration. They're sponsoring this shit. And it's under a fucking pretense that they've kind of done it, but they're going to use it to deflate whatever she got to say about reparations. This is what I'm getting at. Her being this little lone soldier for reparations is not going to work to her benefit. It's going to be an L for her. And Shell is sponsoring this lecture series where she's talking about this project. And the socialist white folk, they mad. Let me get to some of their behavior. World Socialist website, that's one. They've been on her for some months. Wall Street Journal is now ratcheting up their shit about her, against her. Right? They're putting out their hit pieces about her. Because Shell has been at the heart of a lot of human rights violations in Africa. Right? So they're going to tie her in. They're tying their criticism of her to Africa. Now watch this. So just all throughout Africa, Shell has been a long-term foot in the ass to various countries in Africa. Like through apartheid, all through South Africa, it's been an issue. Nigeria, it's been an issue. Like they've been killing motherfuckers out there. Dutch Shell is the name out there that they run with out there. So they're using her affiliation with this as a way to jab at reparations more. They've been jabbing at reparations these socialism groups. But they're now calling her hypocritical to be pushing the 1619 project in any way and to be teamed with Shell. Now, making a fucky intersection. I guess their premise is, hey, Shell fucked up you Africans. You African Nikole Hannah-Jones, Sideshow Bob, don't you talk about reparations and they fucked up you Africans. Shell fucking with y'all Africans, right? She's the kind of person I think they need to have the nuts enough to say, look, if they was to come to me and say some shit like that, if I was Nikole Hannah clown, I'd be like, say, man, first of all, I'm not African. I've been disinherited and disowned by the entire continent of Africa. Not to say I don't give a fuck what happens to the people over there, but don't try to tie me in with that shit. They've disowned me and disinherited me. Reparations is a ground state black thing, not no African thing. So don't talk to me about them. But I don't think she got the nuts and the brain to think like that. Alright? We see she's been a very soft hand in the reparations conversation. And what happens, and I've said this on plenty of occasions, white supremacist society will attribute whatever narrative they want to you. If you're not drawing a hard line over some shit, if you're not drawing a thick line in the sand, they will attribute whatever they want to you. Right? That shit she did on the Breakfast Club, that just showed the whole world like, okay, yeah, she's the type of chick. She'll soft patch slavery in lieu of the Indians. She'll cape for slave owners and all that type of shit. Yeah. Anytime she talk about reparations, man, we gonna Man, fuck that. We're gonna paste whatever we want to onto this chick's platform, and she's gonna be weak, and she's not gonna fight it. She's already shown her capacity to sort of like lean to these other groups and love on these other groups and try to pussyfoot around. I'm not gonna let her forget that. You went on Breakfast Club talking about we shouldn't call this shit slavery, call it what it is. So for her to be on this constant press run, I just want y'all to keep a bead on her as she continues to act like she's championing for reparations and all this shit, and she constantly getting played now. She's getting played in various different spheres now. Watch her and just keep a cognizance like, yeah, I thought, you talking all this shit. Like, you act like you the ambassador, but no ambassador of reparations is sitting up talking about plantations as forced labor camps. Nobody, unless they're not serious about it. So, white supremacist society slowly but surely is preparing to break her as a tool for assault padding reparations. They're not going to be using her no more. They're going to close in on her. They're going to close in on her platform. Let me get to the View. Says she went on the View a couple days back. They had Boris Kojo motherfucking ass on there. He was sitting up talking about, oh, we're not descendants of slaves. We're descendants of African slaves. Because I'm from Ghana, right? My people from Ghana. This is another one of them Ghana intellectual masturbation type of events they've been having over the past week and a half. A lot of Ghana jocking going on about motherfuckers that don't even know these motherfuckers. Check out the Ashanti tribe. They sold us into slavery. Check the rolls of South Carolina. That's where they landed. That's where the enslaved people from Ghana landed. Check that shit. So she wasn't checking Boris Kojo when he was up there sitting up talking about, no. See, we're not descendants of slaves. We're descendants of African slaves. She wasn't checking him. She wasn't checking the Breakfast Club. She ain't been checking nobody. She's been letting people paste whatever they want to over her. She's not going to be able to check the white supremacist group, this democratic socialists, all their various arms. They're not going to be able to check their media, the worldwide socialist website. Not going to be able to check them. Just peep what's up spinning around her. She's not going to be able to handle this shit. This shit going to eat her up. Because everybody just punking her out because she don't got no base. The people that's supposed to really... You would expect somebody to be on a platform like this to have a base where people's like, look, we fuck with this person. She's talking our story, but she said we was all dumb, we was all ignorant, blocking niggas, all this shit. We're all ignorant, we're all dumb, we're not MacArthur Genius Grant recipients, all of this shit. We've heard this kind of talk from people before about how they better than niggas. Old talented 10th nigga talk. We've heard this type of shit before from niggas, right? So, my thing is, they're going to keep this shell receipt on her. That's my point. They're going to keep this shell receipt on her amongst other receipts that we see. And they're going to discredit her, whatever she does, talking about reparations. Their whole thing has been, okay, she's a hypocrite. You can't talk about reparations. And they're, again, a fucking angle to it, but they're like, you can't talk about reparations, you hypocrite. And you getting down with Shell, who does all this human rights violating and shit. That's the kind of angle they're gonna play. It's already out there. So just prepare to see it. I heard she's doing a reparations movie. I don't know how true that is. I saw a blip on my feed. I was like, hold up. She's doing a reparations movie? I don't know how true that is. If any of y'all ever heard of that Nikole Hannah, the motherfucking Sideshow Bob clown, the fat clown rat, she finna do a reparations movie? I don't know how true that is. But fuck, I don't know who gonna support that shit. We not gonna support it. Shit. So I don't know who she gonna find to go watch that shit. I don't know. Worker bar says, plus she on some individuals and shit trying to elevate herself, not the group. Word up. That is something that she's not thinking. That's not logic. Stepbrother says, I'll bet we don't agree what reparations is. Shouldn't we define it? A black thing, another definition. We're both pro reparations. Who's both? Who's the other both you talking about? We're both pro reparations, but I'll bet you that we don't agree what it means. It ain't cash. If it ain't cash money, yo, who are you addressing that to? Step brother, who I ain't seen in months. Oh, who you addressing that to? You talking about me? Talking to me? Step brother. What you talking about? So, my thing with her, you talking to me? Okay, talking about we don't agree with reparations. I mean, it ain't cash money. That's all on you. That's all on you in my cash money voice. If you're familiar with cash money history, it's all on you, man. That's all on you to say reparations ain't cash, man. But I know restitution, man. It's old money, bro. You're not gonna change my mind on that. I mean, not nobody on this channel, you're not. So, there you have it. There it is. It's old money. So yeah. So I think that she gets another example. I just want to say, I think she gets an example of what will happen if white supremacist society they got it on their mind to single out some lone wannabe special nigga, a fat clown rat, that want to play black society to the left like it's laughs and jokes, like it's jokes and games. They will clap your ass up. They'll clap your ass up while you walking up the ladder, while you walking up doing some dumb shit. White supremacist society will do that. They'll clap your ass up into a crash out, and then you'll be the example of the motherfucker that fucked up and what not to do from the observer. Like, okay, that's what we don't do. She's walking up to that right now. They got her in a bit of a trick bag over this. She's a couple steps down from defeat right now, without having black society behind her at this point. All because she couldn't take a little bit of criticism about this. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I just want y'all to watch this shit. Watch this shit. Watch where Miss 1619 Project go. Right? What else? Oh, yeah. I'm going to leave it at this. The man, Claud Anderson, is going to be on the Breakfast Club. Or he's on the Breakfast Club. He just did an interview with the Breakfast Club. So, y'all, I haven't checked it out. I found a few little points that I stopped like, oh, okay, there you go. There you talking. You kicking game, spitting game. I think he's going to be going in. I haven't watched it all, but I'm going to watch the rest of it today. Like, once I get off here talking to y'all, vibing with y'all, I'm going to get at him. Get at his material, man, because Dr. Claud Anderson. Now, I know the ADOS crowd. I know, look, I went through the chat. I started through the comments. I went through the comments like, all right, let me just see how people are vibing with it. You ADOS niggas, look, man. Y'all need to get y'all people. Check y'all's certain ranks. Not all of y'all. I'm just saying, like, check certain people, man. Like, get them to agree to that whole little pink PowerPoint presentation that y'all disseminating amongst people to not be fucky about certain shit, man. Just because you seeing Claud Anderson, y'all, some people are jumping. Some people are being classless underneath that interview. Oh, you ADOS niggas, y'all that are guilty, y'all stop that unclassy shit. Ain't nobody got no W's in this whole thing. Nobody got no W's in this shit. You ADOS niggas, y'all don't got W's in this game right now that we traversing. We all traversing for our various objectives. Y'all don't got no W's. Claud Anderson ain't got no heavy W's. I don't got no heavy W's. I'm talking local behavior, local voting, bribing motherfuckers, bribing the politicians. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? What are we doing? Don't be on the comments hating and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hating on poweronomics. Don't be doing that. He's the business dude. He's on some build businesses or whatever. Let him have it. Let that lane fly. Let that fly freely. I'm trying to say it properly. Fly freely. Let that shit altitude. Absolutely. Damn it. And quit trying to hate. You know what I'm saying? He ain't call out y'all by name on no hating shit. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all doing? Claud Anderson, he has a scheme for local black activity. So me, I'll listen automatically when I hear local shit because that's what? Experiential life. Getting situated. You understand? This thing he pushed that business line, and that is A-OK. That's fine. That's his approach. He talked a little bit, I call a little bit, a few of the jewels. He talked about social cohesion. That's something I've been talking about since my fourth video was talking about cohesion. Black cohesion. Been on that shit. Let that man ride. I know he finna go in. I can't wait. I know he finna go in. You know what I'm saying? I'm on this bribery and business talk on my channel. You know what I'm saying? We talking about bribery. We fuck with business shit. If I can get him on the channel to sit up and spit some game about some business shit, I'll bring that to y'all. I'm more of the bribery side. You know what I'm saying? Also known as lobbying, right? We're on that mafia side. No credence are we lending to the mafia in no way. But I'm just saying, like, bribing. That's what we do on my channel. We about that shit. Ain't nobody telling y'all ADOS niggas that's in that comments trying to be unclassy. Ain't nobody telling y'all niggas to stop circle talking about presidential candidates and how they not paving the way for reparations and all this shit. Nobody's telling y'all to stop doing y'all shit. So leave the niggas who talking about local shit alone. That's Claud Anderson lane. That's my lane. This is what we do, man. Cause y'all leaning over into other people's business looking like some hating niggas, man. Don't do that shit. It's like that song 20 around my neck, man. 10 around my neck. I'm calling it 20 around my neck. That nigga Lil Wayne, he say, no, it's Millionaire's Dream, the name of the song. And fool say, oh, I got 10 around my neck, 20 on my wrist, $1 million luck, $1 million kiss, pull up in the Lexus, sipping on Don P, call me, Lil Baby Pacino with CMB, I floss every day, Woody, known to shine like a crushed wine face, rolling. On the real, it's all about the skrill. Plenty bills, plenty bras, and plenty meals. Yo, that shit, that's more like the ADOS behavior. Y'all like the national kind of general wide berth talk on y'all side, you know what I'm saying? Then that second verse, old dude, he was like, yo, that motherfucker say, since I done found this lick, I done got into some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm a ball till I fall. If it kills a bitch, yo, that's more like my channel. We gonna ball till we fall. If it kills a bitch, America, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do, man. We on the ground, man. We on the ground. Hustler level shit. Then that last verse, that was what Birdman, that motherfucker say. He say, yo, I'm trying to buy these buildings and duck these killings. You know what I'm saying? Trying to buy these buildings and duck these killings. That's Claud Anderson. Claud Anderson like Birdman, though. He trying to buy the building and duck the killing. You know what I'm saying? So we can all fit on the same song is my premise, man. Everybody can fit on the same song. Don't nobody gotta be excluded from the fuck happened, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody gotta be pushed off. I mean, let everybody just be on their own merit. All you dividing ass Negroes, man. Y'all stop that dumb ass shit, man. Y'all stop that stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? Worker bars say, I'm for cash payments to step brother. Yeah, cash payments is the thing, man. You ain't got no time to play with nothing else. You got no time to transfer some shit into some other shit. Oh, got you niggas some mules. Well, I don't know. I don't think I could eat no mules, man. I don't think I could take no mules to the stove, nigga, and cash it in for some shit. I don't think mules is a accepted exchange. I can't take this to the exchange offices. I'm saying it's like on Belly and shit. If y'all remember Belly and shit, what Nas was like, man, just thinking about what is it after this? There's gotta be some more to this. DMX like, man, ain't nothing else, nigga. It's money, dog. Why you gotta always be acting like it's something else to this shit? Yo, step brother, why you gotta always be acting like it's something else to this shit, nigga? Ain't nothing else to this shit, step brother. I'm not on my channels. About that dough, dog. Alright? That's what happens. Yo, you can ask Claud Anderson. He'll tell you about that money, and then you can do all the shit you want to do. So on a national restitution outlay, we talking about cash, bro. That's a national conversation. But we do local work to upspin to that. If y'all don't know that. You understand? Let me go through the chit at. Let me make sure ain't nobody trolling. I hate to do it, but fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just want to see if you're trolling here, step brother. I bet we don't agree with reparations. Yeah, right. I thought you were pro reparations. I don't know what you're talking about. Some say we enslave pink folk. Some say that we accept their fiat cash. I just like to know what you think. Okay. Worker Bart, it could. Hold up. Black Man 903 say cash with me too, but it has to be generational. Yeah. That's the premise of reparations is this is to span generations. It's seeding generational wealth. Who else? The work bar say, yeah, me too. Cash for me too. Ain't no problem with it. Steps that brother say, work bar, it could work, but if we all get paid at the same time, it would devalue the money's value. Motherfuckers don't say that. Motherfuckers, you know how many people cash in on checks at the same time every day? That's a false way to look at it. That's a farcical concept to think that some sort of drain or some shit is gonna happen because people want money. People being disbursed money. People are getting a disbursement of money. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's not like the rest of the money system is. It's not like a bank drain or something. Like it's not like everybody in the United States is running to the bank at the same time type shit. I think you got it misconstrued, step brother. How you trying to frame reparations, man? That's not how this shit works. I'm sure you know about how banks work, man. That's not how that shit go, man. We're not 100% of America's population. Only 14.1% of the population, man. So for you to frame it like, oh, it's gonna make a drain on everybody. Nah, we're 14.1% of the population, dog. It's a disbursement to a percentage of the people. It's not like a bank run with 100% of people run to a bank. You imagining things right now, step brother. You see, I'm giving you time to have your views, step brother. I'm not even doing like what I used to say. We say, what you say is like some bullshit, block. You know what I'm saying? I'm switching the game a little bit, but only a little bit. What else? Step brother. Since you want to be the man of the hour in the comments, step brother, black man, definitely it must be generational cash be converted into something. So, black man 903 says, okay, fine, gold bars. Okay, I'm what to stay on tonight's topic. Work bars, you want to stay over there? Okay, hear that. Step Brother said we were paid what we were owed in cash. It would be a lot. Yeah, don't nobody ever say that when they get their money. Nobody ever say that when they get paid. Don't nobody ever give a fuck about how it hits somebody else's pockets when they getting paid. Yeah, we're not thinking like that. Every year people get their income. Yeah, I see you, work of art, trying your best not to block. Yeah, I see. I appreciate your restraint. I want to be diplomatic for a couple minutes. I'm saying I want to see where you're trying to land it, because he ain't landed it yet. Every year people get their income tax around the same time. Word life. So y'all see what I'm saying? You see, so I didn't have to block him. We ain't had to block him. See, we threw. We ain't had to block him. We just made the point that, look, man, you know, we here, man. We here, man. If you need counseling, man, if you need to sit up and talk to some people who go on, get your mind aligned, man. That's what the fuck we do, man. We know how to do that shit too. Plus, I've seen you before in the chat. I know you probably don't mean no harm. This is your first long discourse you've had with me. So I know that you probably don't mean no harm. You're just trying to get questions answered, because there's a lot of chaos and confusion that get in people's mind all day just from being in the white supremacist regime, man. So wear on your brain. I get it. So come here. It's a black sanctuary. I'm not finna hate. Let you get your point off. If it ain't no disrespectful shit, we're gonna lay it flat. We're gonna lay it the fuck flat. You understand? Oh, you want to call in? You can. Matter of fact, I'm glad you mentioned that, Black Man 903. Say, call in, bro. Hold up, let me do this real quick. Say you want to call in? You can, dog. Your boy P ain't no hater, man. I'll let you call in, man. It's the fuck it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Make sure my hours is clicked. This is what, Wednesday? Oh, we on. Oh, we on. You can call right now. You want to? You can call right now if you want to. Step, brother. It's all good. Taking all challenges. Taking all calls. What the fuck we do? Understand? Yeah. Nice little pub up. Appreciate the pub up. Worker boy, thank you. Worker boy been on it this week, boy. Worker boy sent me this post of the boy, what's his name? Scoon TV. Heard a lot about this brother, man, and I finally had a chance to catch one of his posts, this interview with Judge Joe Brown. Yeah, that shit went off. Wild and crazy. He confirmed what I was saying about Byron. He went in on LGBT. He went in on masculinity. He just covered so much ground, man. If I could post that, or better yet, y'all fuck with me on Twitter. Y'all will see where I retweet the link and all that. That was some vindicating work. You know what I mean? I like to think that I'm not the only motherfucker that think like me. So when I get certain confirmations, it's like, yeah. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping and all this. I'm about to get in this kitchen, fry up some wings. Fry up some fried okra. Do some shit. I'll be killing in the kitchen. And don't forget to fuck with my Teespring. That shit. What the season bring. Yeah. Let me get it, y'all. Y'all have a very good night. Enjoy y'all day. Stay safe. All of this. Catch y'all.